We know it can be stressful and rough when training your dog. If they know how to lay down but don't, you might brush it off as just them being stubborn, but it actually might be something else. To help us out today, we're joined by Lisa Desatnik with So Much PETential. Good morning, Lisa.
Well,
always great to see you. So, what's one of the first considerations that we need to keep in mind when a dog doesn't do what you want it to do?
First thing to think about is there a medical reason for that? Because it could be your dog is in pain and that position is actually hurting your dog. It could be that your dog is putting the brakes on a walk because he's got some arthritis going on and it's really hurting. It could be that he's sensing danger up above or ahead. So you want to consider those things because that's really important to address those.
Yeah.
And this video shows one of my clients, this is a behavior case, and she was thinking that she could just teach her dog to go and lay in a place when people came. Well, this is a dog that has extreme anxiety issues. You can see she just cannot settle, heavy breathing. And that blue toy is a toy that if I wasn't there, she would settle with very quickly. She just has a very, very difficult time handling things.
Wow.
So anxiety, we've got to address the underlying reason for
That could be another reason that a dog doesn't do what you want it to do is because of that anxiety then.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, Lisa, so how do you teach a dog to lay down? Or what if, maybe you thought you trained them, but they just won't do it?
So a couple things. First of all, it could be a medical issue. I ran into that the other day. Maybe it hurts the dog to lay down. But the other thing is maybe the dog really doesn't know it. Maybe the way that you taught it, the dog just doesn't know it. And that just actually happened yesterday when we were outside with Brutus and I asked him to lay down and he looks at me like, hi. I don't know what you just asked me to do. So in this particular case, he was, having a joyful moment, but he didn't know. So we went to the basics and went back to teaching him that behavior again. And by the way, I changed the cue too because I generally don't teach that with down. We use down in so many different ways. Get down from there. And so you're better off using a totally different word. So I went back and retaught him and he did beautifully.
Wow, look at that. That is amazing. Well, I know you said that maybe, if a dog isn't taught properly, how can a dog's past experience influence their decisions?
Past experience is always the predictor of future experience to us, to all of us. And let's say your dog has learned that when you start walking to the garage, that means you're going in the scary car. So he's not going with you when you go in that direction. Let's say you are at 7 a.m. and your dog knows when you're taking him out at 7 a.m., when you're calling him back in, it's to go in a crate and be there for 4 hours. So he's not going to come. Past experience absolutely dictates what we can predict from the future. So we've got to be aware of that when we're teaching behaviors.
Great. Well, a lot of great things to keep in mind, Lisa. If somebody's watching this and they want to get in touch with you, how can they do that?
I would love that. I've got a website, SoMuchPETential.com. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram as So Much PETential.
All right. Well, we'll be sure to check it out, Lisa, and we'll unlock our pet's true PETential.
That sounds awesome.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
And we'll be right back.